Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers for September's general monthly reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. And I also want to say that I have now opened and I'm ready for private bookings for any of you who would like private readings, astrological and or intuitive readings. And if you did not receive my September newsletter, and you would like to, because that has all the details of my private readings that I'm doing now and everything that entails, all of your questions answered, I hope. And also for those of you who are interested in finding out how my book printing is going, where I'm at, and all of that, all the details on that, and would like to see a sneak preview of that, that's also in my September newsletter. So again, if you did not receive that, it's because I don't have your email address and I would love to send you one. So if you're interested and you'd like that information, then leave me your email address in the comments section or send me a private email to thecreativewoman369@gmail.com. And again, all of this information, my personal information, is in the drop-down box below this video and all of my videos. Okay, Taurus, let's get started and quickly go through. We are going to have a full moon on September 10th, and that will be in Pisces, 17 degrees, 41 minutes. So actually 18 degrees, closer to 18 degrees. And then on that same day, the 10th, we are going to have Mercury in Libra go retrograde. And then by the end or the last week of September, we're going to have a close conjunction with Mercury in Virgo conjunct Venus in Virgo. And the new moon will be on September 25th, and that is going to be 2 degrees Libra, 49 minutes, which is also closer to 3 degrees Libra. We still have Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, and it begins at 20 degrees, and on the 11th, it goes retrograde 1 more degree to 19 degrees and stays that way the rest of the month. And then we also have Pluto in Capricorn that is still retrograde, and it's 26 degrees and will remain so all month long. Last but not least, we also still have a North Node in Taurus retrograde, and it is still conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and it will remain so all month long. Okay. So let's get going with Taurus, your reading. And also, like always, if this is not right for you, this specific monthly reading, that is perfectly all right, because you have your natal wheel and your planet placements and the transiting planets are all unique for each and every one of you, and it's going to be different month by month. So you might want to check out your moon sign, your rising, or your north or south nodes of the moon. Okay. All right. Look at this. Okay. So Taurus, for now, today I am taping on August 30th through the end of September. the major houses, astrological houses that are coming out for you is your second house, which the second house is naturally the house of Taurus. And that has to do with self-worth. How do you value yourself, or how do you see your value? And that has everything to do with internal, emotional, personal value, and that extends out into your physical reality and the things you have, the possessions you have, the money. So that, and then it also is highlighting your fourth house of home and family, of mother, father, ancestry, roots, your roots. And so to me, that's also highlighting your value and how you see yourself in your home and having to do with your roots and your mom and your dad and yes. So let's see how else what other details or how else this plays out for you, Taurus. Okay. Maybe some of you have been or will desire to begin this month, astrologically speaking, since new viewers don't know that I am an astrologer of 27 plus years, and so I also specialize in the north and south nodes of the moon. And so you might be choosing to dig in. You're going to be driven, maybe some of you I'm getting, to want to know about your roots and maybe even astrologically. And that is a perfect way to find out, and specifically what might have come down the pike generationally for you, and why specific, maybe even cycles that you are consciously aware of. You're cycling, you're doing something over and over that isn't working for you. Well, that would be your south node of the moon, absolutely. And then to that could be connected any of your planets or asteroid, like for example Chiron could very well be participating in that. And so if you're interested in that, then you definitely would like a reading in that area, and you would like to have a reading from me, that would be tremendous. And so you would absolutely, if you don't already have my September newsletter, you just would like to get that, because that will say the details of the different readings I am giving, private readings finally, and the pricing for that. So, and I do have a special going too for September. So anyway, I would need your email address, so you can leave that in the description box in the comment section, or you can get my email address in the description box and send me an email asking what you would like to have and all of the details on that. Okay, so Taurus, sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. What is your strongest energy right now assisting you this month? And this is my sacred geometry deck. So Taurus, what energy is the strongest assisting you this month with whatever is coming up? And it definitely has to do with your self-worth, how you value yourself, and also your home environment, and specifically your roots. Okay. You have crown chakra. So, and that's number 7. Supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. So again, that goes right on with your wanting, some of you desiring to find out what you were given at birth astrologically. And I see you digging into that, and maybe that's something you have been doing. And so that absolutely, that's transmuting the negative, the stuff, your blockages that you were given, and transmuting them into positive and having them work for you and unblocking that energy so that you can shine your bright light and your worth, and have that inner self-worth that expand and increase for yourself. Okay, and perception. Yes, that's number 35, and that breaks down into an 8. Perception. This is all about how you are seeing yourself, your value, your self-worth. Absolutely. This month. Okay. So let's get a card from my soul deck, and let's see, dig a little deeper about this self-worth and this perception and shift in perception. I also got some of you, you had a shift in perception because you've been working on your personal self and your personal work. And again, astrologically speaking, your personal work is each and every one of our south nodes. What we were given and passed down that makes us feel like if you go about life in that way, then you're going to get all of your needs met. But it just is not correct because it's the south node. That's a memory. It's a memory. It's where you feel at home. Okay, so let's see. What else does Taurus need to know about what is going on? What is this perception shift about their self-worth having to do with their self-worth? And I also just got some of you, Taurus, you are receiving, whether you realize it consciously or not, and maybe some of you are opening up consciously to becoming aware of information, energy coming to you from your crown chakra, from the universe. So that's information and that's intuitive. And I'm also getting it is igniting your third eye chakra as well. So your intuition, your psychic sense, or maybe some of you are having, you're expanding and becoming more consciously aware of what your intuitive self, that's awakening, and different abilities that you haven't known before, that now where you can see things beyond your physical sight. That's expanding. That's what I'm getting for some of you. Okay. And with this card, I'm getting your personal talk. See, this is a little face, and I just got your personal self-talk is of importance this month specifically, and maybe even either you have been consciously aware of that and working through and desiring to change that self-talk, because from negative to positive for yourself, your self-worth again, or you will be doing that. You will begin to be doing that this month. Okay. And again, it has everything to do with increasing your self-worth, how you feel about who you are and who you truly are. And all of those blockages, start beginning to take care of those blockages, those negative the negative way that you see yourself, again, which would be lack of worth. Again, that's very, very good, Taurus. That's essential for each and every one of us. But this is what is highlighted for you. And again, maybe you're finding out where this came from. It's an ancestral thing for some of you. And it was passed down, and now you're ready to begin taking care of it. Or again, maybe you have been taking care of it, and this is just confirmation. And so you have turned that negative, that block, into a positive, and that's very good. Yes, okay. With the 10 of Swords coming out, that's telling me that yes, and this is a 10 of Swords, the ending of a cycle. And so for some of you, definitely you have ended this cycle, and you can be very proud of yourselves for that. Absolutely, because you have been digging down. Or also I'm getting, for some of you, you will have a perception shift and have an awakening and some knowledge coming in, some information coming in, awareness about putting something to death, having to do with your self-worth, having to do with a family issue in some way, an ancestral issue. But yes, so you have completed, and you're aware of this, and you have taken care of it, or you're just about completed at taking care of completing that for yourself this month, September, now through September, the end of September. Yes. 9 of Pentacles. Yes, that is abundance. And I'm getting, right, even though this is Pentacles, personally for you, this is also a love for yourself, an increase of your self-worth and self-love that is going to be shown to you either from the outside and or from yourself, showing yourself physically. You're going to be shown this love of this worth, your worth. You're going to be shown your worth. Again, whether it's coming from you or from the outside or both. You are abundant now. Your self-worth is abundant, and it will be physically known. And one of the ways that it's going to be shown to you is you're leaving emotional and mental swords. Again, that negative talk, because you've been taking care of that, your inner work, you've been taking care of yourself and increasing your self-worth now, and working through those turbulence, that negative self-talk. Possibly it could be the self-talk, of course, and or any negative feelings, because that self-talk, that creates negative feelings, which then creates a physical negative, just a minute here, a physical problem within your physical self. So an ailment of some kind, even a disease I got. So that though, you clearing up how you think about yourself and that self-talk and how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself, again, is clearing up it in the physical as well, if it has gone that far. So again, it's more than just mental. It is your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical self. So it's your whole being. It's all included. It's all inclusive. And again, what I'm seeing is you are finally coming into calmer waters, peaceful, You are becoming peaceful within yourself, who you are, and you are seeing value in you. And I just got to, and how far you have come up to this point in whatever you've been working through personally for yourself. Again, I'm getting a perspective. You're getting a different perception because the perspective is changing. Your perception of you is changing or has recently changed. And again, that takes you into peace and self-love. And okay, I'm also getting this perception change. Just a second here, I'm holding that. This perspective shift has everything to do with your fourth house and your family, and maybe how you've seen your parents or a parent, or you're finding out something, a truth that you didn't know about your ancestry. It's coming clear to you. That's beautiful, Taurus. That is very, very beautiful. But that enables you to love yourself. I'm just getting that self-talk. You begin to have loving yourself, loving self-talk. And then when you have that in yourself, then you're also going to see that coming to you in the physical world. This is Pentacles, so this is something physically. And I was just drawn also to the Nine of Pentacles. This bird, his head is covered, so he can't see. So something very a surprise is coming for you, a very positive surprise that will be that confirmation of your self-worth, increased self-worth. Okay, so let's see what else. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South nodes of the Moon. What else? More details here. And I'm also getting some of you who you get your intuitive promptings, that information coming from the universe in your sleep. And so it could come through dreams. Dreams, yes. Or even when you're that quiet, you are taking time out and spending time with yourself in that quiet space and that alone time also. It's very calming for you. Okay, so we have the moon. Yes, the moon. Okay, just a second here. There's something significant about the moon this month for you, Taurus. And this perception shift. And or this incoming universal crown chakra opening up and receiving energy from the universe or from your higher self, however you want to see that. So again, the moon is signified, and it's going to be different for all of you, but it coming right after this Six of Swords is telling me that, again, that's this perception shift is going to happen around the new moon, the full moon, or maybe for some of you, you might have Virgo placements, and it could have already happened at this new moon in Virgo, which was on the 27th of August, and it was 4 degrees, 4 minutes Virgo. So, And that could be definitely, some of you could have your birthday, if your sun sign is Virgo, on the 4th. You don't have to, but I just got that. And so, okay. And I'm also getting with the sun, and I don't know if you can see those little specks of gold, and I'm just saying you're going to be, it's a golden showering of light, perception shift, this golden rays or golden flecks are shining down, are just a minute here. You're being I lost it. I apologize. I'm sorry, Taurus. It left. So if it comes back, but it has something to do with you're being showered. You're being showered with golden light, something golden, and something have to do with gold and the color gold, or I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you because it's a general reading. So yeah. Okay. So let's see what else comes out. Let's see what else comes out. For Taurus. Okay, I just got something else. Maybe it has to do, again, like I was saying, with the new moon, the full moon, and because this is nighttime, then I got the idea that some of you, whether you normally do this or not, you might be looking out at the full moon or the new moon and receiving that, especially the full moon, of course, that golden light, and something having to do with that light coming into you while looking out at that is going to be special for you, or there is something is going to happen for you, whether that perception shift right then, something is going to be highlighted, you're going to have an idea come in your head or some information come into you at that time. Again, it's very stabilizing, whatever it is, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. So those of you drawn to, especially if you're not normally drawn to, looking out at the night sky and the moon, specifically the full moon, and even the night sky around the new moon. And maybe again, some of you, this is past, and this is just a confirmation that happened to you that was unique for you at that time of this new moon, and looking at the night sky around the 27th. And it even could be today on the 30th or the 31st, because it's 4 to 5 days before and after the new moons and the full moons. Okay. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else that comes out from this deck for Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. And also for some of you, I was drawn to the number of this card, and it is 18. So the 18th of September could be significant for some of you. Okay. And significant as far as that perception shift, that receiving a key piece of information from your ancestry, I'm getting too, for some of you. Or receiving that surprise that I was talking about with this Nine of Pentacles. Okay. The 5th also is coming to me. maybe your life path is number 5. Yeah, okay. 18 also breaks down into a 9. So it could also be, that could also be a date, the 9th, or again, that's another confirmation that some of you could be a Virgo, your sun sign, because that's the 9th month. Or just generally saying what I've been saying about this reading, that you sometime in September, this perception is going to come to you. You're going to have that information, that awakening, that whatever that is, that increases your self-worth. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't like we want any more from this deck. So, okay, let me take this off. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to see if I can get some more with this moon. I just got that. And use another deck. Let's use another deck here and see if I can get any more for you, more clarity with this moon card and that golden opportunity, or gold being what is that word? It's just not coming to me. And maybe it's not supposed to come. Maybe, again, this is having to do with that surprise, because I just, you losing that thought, and then now I still can't get it. So maybe I'm not supposed to know, which means you're not supposed to know. That's part of the surprise. Let's see if we can get some more. Okay, for Taurus, can we get any more clarification on this moon card and the details of this for Taurus, please? Okay. Okay. 2 cards. All right. Well, okay, so we have the World. So it's going to change your world. It's going to change your world. This is the 10, so another completion and plus new beginning, and it's going to move you forward into your new beginning. So whatever this, and we have the 3 of Pentacles, so this is some type of information, some type of news. And it could be written news. And it's, so all I'm getting is it's gonna change your direction, your perception. You're gaining some key piece of information that is going to be golden for you. And again, moon card, it could be around the new moons or the full moon. And I'm getting to, for some of you, it could be in the new moon and or full moon of October for some of you. Okay. All right. So I just feel like this is linked to the surprise, and I'm not sure. So again, so it's something good, something very good. So you can look forward to it, but I'm not getting any more definitive information other than that. So it definitely has to do with your surprise. So, and I'm not allowed to know, because a surprise, it wouldn't be a surprise for you, Taurus, would it? Okay, so let's see. Well, let's do this, though. We can do this. Let's get some more of this. Okay, we're getting close to, I'll see, I'll get one more card at least, and before I close the reading. So, oopsie. Okay. Okay. For Taurus, anything else? Can I get these? Oops, one more card for Taurus before I end their reading. About this surprise. Can you tell them anything else? Anything else? Or anything else they need to know? Forgiveness. Okay, so it's the forgiveness card. And what I'm getting with that is it has to do with, I see forgiveness in a very unique way. But what I am getting is this has to do with your personal self and whatever you have done or thought you should have done and didn't do, or a belief you had, or something you did, thought. You're going to have a change, a perception shift. And again, it's going to take any self-blame or any self-guilt that you have put upon yourself and you have been carrying with you, which decreases your self-worth, of course. And you're going to see that it goes way beyond just you. And this is having to do with fourth house and your roots. And again, the only way I know of to find these things out is astrology and your natal wheel, and specifically your nodes of the moon, because, and even the house, the placements of the planets and Chiron, the asteroids. So all of that. And what I'm seeing is there is no blame. Once you know these things consciously and you know your natal wheel and the nodes of the moon and all of that, and even if some of you are digging into or have already dug into your parents' wheels and such, which I definitely have, you will see there is no blame. There is no blame towards yourself, towards your parents, towards any ancestral, because it's any grandparents, anything. No. And you will just see, and that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus, is something about that is you will see that there is no blame. And so you can let that go. You can let that go. Facts change feelings. As my dear friend James he coined the phrase, facts change feelings. That's the first where I heard it, was from him. And it is absolutely true. It is absolutely true. So this is what I am seeing that will be happening for a lot of you, if not all of you, definitely in some way. If it hasn't happened already for some of you, that would just be a confirmation. So that is beautiful, and it's so freeing, and that increases your self-worth instantly. And so then you are looking forward to that surprise coming into your reality, which will also increase your worth even more. Okay, so Taurus, it was such a beautiful reading, and I am so happy for you. And that's all I have for you. Until next time.